I've got a picture of me asking Santa for that first train. And then the next year I asked for another train. I still have both of them, and they still both run as good as they did the day I got them. I did not get back into trains until I was about 40 years old. And my wife went up to see her folks in Greensboro, North Carolina, and she came back home, and I had hung 3 trains from the ceiling in our kitchen and dinette area. So she was putting up with sawdust for several weeks as I completed the project and did that. But I've just added to it over the years, and this is the culmination of the projects. I've just enjoyed doing this. I've done this now for about 12 years. I put them up, and I ask folks who come to view them, if they will, to make a donation to some nonprofit, and this year it's going to the Missions Ministry of St. John's. They've been very, very supportive, and let me use this fellowship hall for the 2 weeks, approximately 2 weeks during the Christmas season.
And how long does it take to set this up?
Well, it depends on how many helpers I have, but I have not had it up for 3 years. Putting all the structures together and all that, I did myself. This is one of the reasons I stay in it. Folks come in and you can almost instantly tell those who have had trains in the past, and they, you know, everybody's got a story. But it's a lot of fun to see the kids come in, and I try to make it interesting for them in terms of telling them about the trains. I went to Boys High, graduated in 1960, and have some wonderful stories and memories about Mr. Reams, and everybody usually tells the stories about him and his Board of Education. I got to work in his office during 11th and 12th grade, and I learned another side of Mr. Reams that I am very, very thankful to share with folks about his generosity. One of the stories is that I had been to take a note that he asked me to take to a teacher. Got back, and his office was open a little bit, and I could hear, and he had 2 guys in there who were brothers. And he was telling them, said, this afternoon, said, you're supposed to go up to Gallant Belts on the square. Said, I found out that your mom's having a hard time since your dad died about a year ago, and somebody has provided some funds for y'all to get some clothing, and you're to go up there this afternoon. Mr. Penn worked there in the afternoon, who was one of the teachers, and said, you see him, and he'll help y'all pick out some clothes. And Mr. Reams and his family were members here at St. John's. After I returned from seminary in Washington, D.C. and became a Methodist pastor, this was my second church, and I was the associate pastor. So I became one of their family's pastors and really had a wonderful time of being around here with he and Ma Ashley and some others who were teachers at Boys High.
What do you think he would have thought if he'd seen this train set up here?
Oh, he would have loved it. He would absolutely have loved it. He really would.